Did you know there might be an accessibility feature in your favorite TV show that's useful to you in an unexpected way? The feature I'm talking about is called audio description. It's available in the spoken language options of most major streaming services. And what it does is it adds an additional scripted narrator in between the existing dialogue to describe the visuals on screen.
Hey, Able Squad's ready, Sarge.
Okay. Start the engine.
On another boat nearby, a silhouette points to the shore.
Take us in.
The boats ease through dark water.
Now, of course, the primary audience for audio description is going to be people with low or no vision, but it's also useful to a lot of other people as well. In fact, you might be one of them. In addition to allowing you to follow the narrative on audio alone, audio description might be useful if you have certain cognitive impairments. If, for example, you have ADHD and you constantly find yourself wondering if you're paying attention to the right thing on screen, are you looking at the object that is going to be a significant object later, or should you be noticing the color of the character's hair has changed since the last scene? Audio description can help you focus on the things that are narratively significant and notice what the narrative wants you to notice. It can also help if there are a lot of characters who look very similar and you have trouble keeping track of all of their names and who's who. I'm looking at you, House of the Dragon. This can be especially helpful if you have some issues with memory or even facial blindness to help keep track of all of the characters. Finally, if you have trouble recognizing or interpreting facial expressions or other emotions, audio description can help kind of break those down for you. And of course, like most accessibility features, audio description ends up benefiting many people who do not themselves identify as having a disability. You remember how I mentioned that it allows you to follow a narrative on audio alone? Well, think of all the times that you had to look away from the screen and you couldn't watch your favorite TV show because you were visually occupied by another task. Let's say, for example, you're crocheting or doing the dishes or driving, and you still want to be able to continue watching your TV show, but you just can't look at the screen. Turn on the audio description. If you're watching a show or a movie on a topic you don't really know a whole lot about, the audio description can help flesh out some of the details for you. Let's say there's a show that focuses on runway fashion, and you don't really know a whole lot about fashion at all. The audio description will use specific terminology to describe what those outfits look like in a way that might help flesh it out a little bit more for you. You might even learn something new from it. Lastly, if you're working on learning another language, listening to audio description in the language that you are trying to learn and practice can really help reinforce some things. The audio description will be written in an objective and straightforward manner for you to learn new vocabulary in a consistent tense, and the narration will be delivered in a manner that is clear, enunciated, and mixed well with all of the other background audio so that you can understand what they're saying at all times. Have you tried out audio description for an unconventional reason? Give it a shot and let me know what you think.